One, I'm Austin Tucker.
I'm Nathan Albee.
Hey everybody, my name is Heath Haggart.
So we thought since WrestleMania is coming up, because there's really not much to do with Fastlane, because Fastlane hasn't really been around that much, we thought we would do a WrestleMania's memories video. Talk about our favorite moments, saddest moments, what we think is the worst moments of WrestleMania history from the first 34 WrestleManias, because we're not going to count 35, because obviously it hasn't happened yet. So who wants to go first with some of your memories?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right, Nate.
All right, Nate.
You know, there's a few good moments. There's so many good WrestleMania moments that you could just go out of the blue and just say, you know what, these are all my favorites. And it's really hard to choose your most favorite one of all time. Now, in my opinion, and I mean, maybe you guys will disagree with me or agree, I think the saddest moment was when Ric Flair retired at WrestleMania 24. It's either a tie between that one or Undertaker's streak ending at WrestleMania 30. Because no offense to Mr. McMahon, but I wish, somebody like a better superstar that was a former world champion end it rather than Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, which Brock is, which I said, but Brock apparently, sorry, I'm running around. Vince apparently said that Brock was the only one believable enough to end the streak, in his opinion, and stuff, which, apparently there was talk that Brock didn't want to end the streak, but I guess Vince forced him to, and stuff. I'm not going to get into that debate, because this is not what this is about. All right, do you got any great moments you love?
Some of my great moments I like is when Kane, probably one of the best, is when Kane won the Hardcore title at WrestleMania 17. And then I like it when Edge defeated Mick Foley in that really good Hardcore match at WrestleMania 22. But if I had to pick a favorite moment, just like just like a personal favorite.
Remember all your favorites. It doesn't have to be your number one. Just all your favorites.
I'm saying the greatest moment, in my opinion, is when Rey Mysterio won the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 22. Because, in my opinion, he deserved it, and paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero is just I think it's the greatest moment. Yeah.
So, is that all?
Yeah.
Who's next? You want to go, Heath, or you want to go next?
I'll go.
Go ahead, Heath.
My worst WrestleMania that I have ever saw in my life was the 2014 one. I mean, when Brock Lesnar, did that F5 on him and stuff, and that's when he lost that year. I gotta say that was my worst WrestleMania ever. Was the 2014 one. And my greatest, which is my good WrestleMania that I love, was the 2004 one when Undertaker and Kane faced. And I also like the 2018 one too. I thought that was a pretty good one.
Last year's?
Yeah, last year one. And another one I like was the 2012 one. I thought 2012 WrestleMania was pretty good.
WrestleMania 28.
But the only bad one that I could think of that was the worst was 2014.
WrestleMania 30.
Yep, WrestleMania 30. I thought that was the worst.
Yeah.
And that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back to, not that I'm disagreeing with Heath, but stuff. Yes, it was upsetting that the streak ended, but that WrestleMania wasn't really horrible though. That was the only thing I was thinking about. The rest of the show was good. That's getting back to the worst moments. And then sad. This is more sad than worse. Like when Ric Flair had to retire WrestleMania 24, supposedly, but we're going to ignore his TNA because that's a different company. And then I guess it's sort of a good and sad moment when Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth reunited after he lost. Macho Man lost that retirement match to Ultimate Warrior and stuff. Another saddest moment, at the time, that made me tear up a little bit, was when Undertaker lost to Roman Reigns. Not that fact that Roman Reigns beat him. I was just sad because I thought at the time it was Undertaker's last match. So that's come to sad and worst moments, in my opinion. And then last year, when Brock retained the title and stuff, I don't know, most fans hate Roman because they think he's being pushed down throats back then. But I'm just saying, I'd much rather see Roman be champion, definitely, because he'll defend every week, unlike stupid Brock that's lazy and only defends it once or once. That's got to be a smart ass for quick, sorry. All right, I'll defend it this pay-per-view and see you in 20,000 years. So, but some of my favorite moments, though, was the first WrestleMania, because that made history. Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. Macho Man winning the David Championship at WrestleMania 4. Let's see, John Cena defeating The Rock and getting his redemption at 29. Daniel Bryan winning the David Championship at WrestleMania 30, defeating the old members of the Authority / Evolution and stuff. Seth Rollins to win the David Championship at WrestleMania 31. Roman Reigns beating Triple H at WrestleMania 32. Let's see what was another good. Trying to think of some other good moments. That big hardcore match that Nick was talking about, and Nick Foley. That was a good match, great moment for me. Rey Mysterio, of course, winning the World Championship at WrestleMania 22. Undertaker returning at WrestleMania 20, and then that same show, even though people don't talk to him because of what he did, supposedly did, but I'm going to mention it anyways. Chris Benoit winning the World Championship against Triple H and Shawn Michaels after making Triple H tap out to the Cripple Crossface. That was a good moment. Let's see here. The Rock finally defeating Stone Cold at WrestleMania 19. That was really good. Oh, here's a great moment, and Heath will probably agree with this. When Mr. McMahon got his head shaved at WrestleMania 23.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, I mean, see now that was a great moment when Donald Trump shaved Mr. McMahon's head. I saw that year, and boy, I tell you what, though, as soon as I saw Mr. McMahon went bald, I was just freaking laughing.
That is the first and only time that Stone Cold has ever stunned the President of the United States of America.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And here's a sad moment. When Shawn Michaels at the time had his last match against Undertaker at WrestleMania 26 after losing to Tombstone. That was a good match though. And some thinks their match WrestleMania 25 was the greatest match in WrestleMania history and stuff with their match WrestleMania 25, which that was a really good match. And just trying to make sure I don't miss anything else. I know we're gonna forget something, and then we're gonna think, oh crap, we forgot to mention that. So I'm trying to think really hard now to make sure I didn't miss any great moments. Bret Hart winning the David Championship at WrestleMania 10 was a pretty good one, and then
Shawn Michaels winning becoming the boyhood dream.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, defeating Bret Hart in that 60-minute Iron Man match. Great Iron Man match, by the way.
That's right. Oh, Stone Cold winning the Championship at WrestleMania 14. Stone Cold! Like,
I'm just going to make a smart-ass remark. Mr. McMahon and Triple H and all the people that own the company, if you're going to make somebody the Universal Champion, don't make a Universal Champion out of a dumbass. I'm sorry, but if Mr. McMahon, if you're going to make somebody a Universal Champion, make sure it's somebody that knows what they're doing and has a lot more moves than just 2 moves, like F5 and German suplex.
We agree.
They're good moves, but just don't do them too much.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of...
While we're on the subject of this, since we talk about worst, sad as it goes, worst WrestleManias in history, my top 3, Nathan will probably agree, 15, 25, 27 is my opinion is the worst WrestleManias of all time.
The only good match from WrestleMania 27, in my opinion, it was that no-holds-barred match between Undertaker and Triple H. I really thought Triple H almost had the streak defeated.
Oh, I can't forget this, because it's my favorite feud of all time. WrestleMania 28, John Cena versus The Rock. Probably one of the first wrestling pay-per-views I watched live before the network was made and stuff. That was a pretty good WrestleMania. That was worth it. 29 and stuff. The John Cena and The Rock for WWE was my favorite WrestleMania match of mine all the time. But that WrestleMania was okay. That's probably have to be, in my opinion, the 4th worst WrestleMania of all time. How can we forget this? Even though we didn't like him at the time. John Cena winning the U.S. title in 31, beating Rusev.
Oh, here's another good moment when Seth Rollins cashed in on Roman Reigns and Lesnar at WrestleMania 31.
I mentioned that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, him winning the WWE at WrestleMania 31.
John Cena retaining the WWE title against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 23.
Yeah.
Excellent match, by the way.
Yeah, his favorite WrestleMania match of all time.
Oh, one of the good moments that I thought that was really good was WrestleMania 2002 when Undertaker took on Ric Flair in the ring.
Oh,
that was a great no-holds-barred match.
I mean, that was a good hold-barred match.
Speaking of that WrestleMania, The Rock and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. How could we forget that?
Mm-hmm.
That was a great moment. The icons face to face.
I don't know if you mentioned this yet. WrestleMania 17, triple threat tag team ladder match for the tag team titles.
Oh, my favorite TLC match of all time. I could forget that. And then the infamous night when Stone Cold turned heel and Mr. McMahon helped him win the WWE title. Oh God, did he just shake hands with Satan himself?
I gotta say this quote. Why do you not like Mr. McMahon? Mr. McMahon.
It's like, geez,
not to him. Oh, another good match is when Undertaker won the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 23 against Batista.
Yeah.
That was a really good match, and I don't think some people realize how good that match was.
And don't forget his good match against Edge at 24 a year later. And then, the big triple threat match between Randy Orton, Triple H, and John Cena. Nobody thought Orton was going to win that, including me. I thought Triple H was going to win that match, but he almost did, but Randy Orton retained. Nobody gave Orton a slight chance in that, and he proved everybody wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I admit, I love Randy now, but I'd be the first to win. I didn't like him back then. But yeah, Randy proved everybody wrong. But it was a good match, though.
Another good moment is when Shawn Michaels beat the living... I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Shawn Michaels beat the living hell out of Mr. McMahon at WrestleMania 22.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite no-holds-barred match of all time.
Knock your teeth.
Oh, one of the greatest.
Throat.
One of the great moments that I really loved was WrestleMania 2009 when Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Good versus evil match.
Yeah, good entrance. That was a good entrance.
That was a good entrance. The thing I liked about it is that when Shawn Michaels had his hand up like this and he was coming down from the rafters and Undertaker was coming up from hell. I thought that WrestleMania was really
By the
good.
way, does anybody know that cameraman that got crunched by Undertaker got any help?
Oh my God.
Because he got crunched by bad.
He freaking got crunched.
I heard that cameraman was Jimmy Superfly Snuka's son, Sim Snuka.
Simply because Undertaker's like 300 pounds and somebody landing on you as hard as he did, I feel bad for the cameraman.
Yeah. So I guess since we talked about some of the matches we liked, we don't have to do a separate video of our favorite WrestleMania matches.
Oh, now. Another good moment is when Edge won the very first Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 21.
Oh yeah, can we forget
that? That was a really good
I know
match.
Another worst WrestleMania that I thought.
You thought of another worst moment?
I just thought of another worst moment is when Shawn Michaels. At WrestleMania 2010 when Shawn Michaels had to end his career.
I already talked about it.
Yeah, he talked about that.
Oh, he did?
I talked about that. I don't think that's a worst moment. That's actually more of a sad moment than a worst moment.
What worst sad
at the time.
moment? Yeah, I thought that was a sad moment.
Stone Cold and Bret Hart WrestleMania 13, the infamous submission match, the rise of Stone Cold.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, the Fatal 4-Way elimination match for the World Wrestling Federation title, WrestleMania 16.
I thought to mention that too. And don't forget the epic 20-man hardcore match too.
That was a great hardcore match. I'm sorry, but man, that was really awesome.
This is kind of a... I guess you can count this more as a scary moment / worse. When Brock Lesnar took that scary shooting star press at WrestleMania 19, even though I don't like Brock, that would have to be a scary moment.
Another good street fight match: Hulk Hogan and Mr. McMahon WrestleMania 19 when Roddy Piper came in and stuff. That was a good.
I can regret this because this is a big moment. John Cena winning for his first U.S. title at WrestleMania 20 because that's when he started getting big. And then that epic WWE Championship match between Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle. Oh, I didn't mention this after I mentioned about Chris Paul winning the world title. That infamous hug and the big celebration between him and Eddie Guerrero. Even though that probably will never be mentioned again because the stuff happened with Chris Benoit, but I don't care. I just got to mention that because that
another good moment was when Batista won his first World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 21 when he defeated Triple H. That was a really good WrestleMania match.
The animals, we haven't talked about this yet. The beginning of the streak, Undertaker beating Jimmy Snuka, that's when the streak began. We can't forget about that.
When Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, won the WWF title.
Retaining, you mean?
Yeah, retaining, I meant.
That's earlier. Oh, WrestleMania 9, speaking of Hogan, when he beat Yokozuna in less than 10 seconds to win the WWE title and stuff after he cheated to beat Bret Hart.
WrestleMania 6, when Ultimate Warrior became the Intercontinental Champion and the World Wrestling Federation Champion at the same time.
Title for title.
Hulk Hogan.
Title for title.
Great match.
Hey, you guys, even though that this doesn't have nothing to do with the greatest, WrestleMania stuff, but to me, I just thought of something. My two dream matches that I hope that happens in the future.
Wait, are you talking about dream matches at WrestleMania?
Yeah, dream matches.
That has something to do with it. We're talking about WrestleMania. This has something to do with it. Okay, well, go on. Sorry. What's your dream matches?
Well,
we could discuss that.
Yeah. I know this had nothing to do with it.
No, it does. It's WrestleMania.
It comes in my mind.
We're talking about WrestleMania. This has something to do with it.
My dream match in the future is I want Undertaker and Sting to face at WrestleMania.
I agree. If Undertaker had to have one last match.
My second one is Rusev and Undertaker. Oh my God, if Undertaker ever went back to being an American badass, which is
a lot of people thought that was going to happen last year, but I guess not.
Oh my God!
Future WrestleMania dream matches.
My favorite, personally, my number one favorite dream match at WrestleMania, which it could happen on Raw, but I want to have it at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins, the Man, versus AJ Styles, the phenomenal one.
I had to stop too. I guess this could be a good wrestling match if they're still wrestling. John Cena, Samoa Joe, and Seth Rollins and Jeff Hardy. Ever since Jeff Hardy came back, I've been wanting to see him and Seth Rollins go. That could be even though that won't happen this year, unfortunately, because Seth is going against Brock and stuff. But we'll get into all that once we do our WrestleMania predictions, which that'll be a good while. But because I don't want to do that until we get all the matches.
That's true.
Here, but I guess since we talked about some of our favorite WrestleMania matches, we don't have to do that in a separate video now.
Nope.
Say there's a video. It's up so because we talked about some of those ones.
And we can all say our favorite WrestleManias. My personally, which is his favorite, WrestleMania 22. Simply because that's the first ever WrestleMania I will ever watch.
Same here.
And it just has a lot of my favorite matches on it, like Edge and Mick Foley in a hardcore match. The Money in the Bank ladder match was amazing. Congratulations to the winner, Rob Van Dam. And then that casket match between Undertaker and Mark Henry was really good.
Yeah, I say when WrestleMania 22 was the first one I ever watched. My favorite for a while was 26, but then looking back at the highlights of WrestleMania 22, I was like, this is what, I don't know why this never was my favorite WrestleMania, but I still love you 26, still very wrong, but 22 is now number one favorite.
And plus my favorite triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title, man, that was amazing.
All right, what's your number one? Do you have a specific number one favorite of all time?
Yeah, like your favorite WrestleMania of all time.
My number one is going to have to be 2003 WrestleMania.
19?
I thought that WrestleMania 19 is my number one. And I'm going to have to say 2007, the WrestleMania 2007.
Which one's your number favorite? 2003 or 2007? Which one's your number one?
My number one is 2007.
Okay, because you said originally number one was 2003.
So WrestleMania 23 is your favorite of all time.
Oh no, 2003 is my number one favorite.
And then your second favorite.
And my second favorite, 2007.
All right, but your number one, WrestleMania of all time is 19, which is in 2003.
Yeah.
Because that Mania had Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle for David title, Undertaker facing A-Train and Big Show,
McMahon and Hogan,
Rock and Stone Cold's last match, the triple threat match for tag team titles. I believe it was Team Angle, Chris Benoit, Rhino, and Los Guerreros.
I think the McMahon and Hogan match was 20 years in the making.
Yeah, and then the Cruiserweight Championship match between Rey Mysterio and Matt Hardy and Rey Mysterio.
In my opinion, I mean, I don't know, this is probably on the still topic. I think Matt Hardy kind of cheated because he had his hand on the bottom rope.
You're talking about the match. It has something to do with it.
Oh.
It has WrestleMania, right? So that has something to do with it. And then, of course, like we get this, the triple threat match for the women's title from Heat's favorite, Trish Stratus, Victoria, and Jazz. See, we talked about our favorite matches. I already discussed what.
Triple H and Booker T match in 19. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about favorites, our favorite matches, our moments, and what we think is the worst.
What was your favorite title win at WrestleMania?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's.
I mean, that's on the topic.
Good title win.
Let's see. My favorite probably, and this is just my opinion because it was the first one I ever saw. WrestleMania 22 when Rey Mysterio pinned Randy Orton for the 619.
That's hard. There's been lots of great title wins. I can't think of my number one is. But I'll just think some of my favorites. Chris Benoit, John Cena 29, Rey Mysterio, Daniel Bryan.
Batista,
WrestleMania 21.
Undertaker, WrestleMania 23.
Yeah, 23 and 24. So those were good wins. Roman Reigns at 32, Seth Rollins at 31.
Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12.
Yeah, I think that too. Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 5 when he beat Macho Man.
Ultimate Warrior, WrestleMania 6.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the title ones. I'm going to try to think of all the WrestleManias in my head.
John Cena, you already said that.
Just title wins, not retains, right? Just title wins, right?
Yeah.
Okay, title.
I mean, if you want to do retains too, I mean, it is on the topic of WrestleMania. So what's your favorite title wins and retains at WrestleMania?
Okay.
Like when John Cena retained against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 23, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's because John Cena, that was probably, some people think that's still John Cena's best WrestleMania match to this day. Even though he's been at a lot of other WrestleManias.
That's my opinion, but yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Keith? Is there any title wins at WrestleMania that you love the most? Like people winning belts?
Any title at WrestleMania? I can't really think of anything besides one.
What is that?
I mean,
still better than nothing.
I mean, I don't even remember if it's true or not, but from what I saw before is that when Undertaker won that one title.
Which title win? WrestleMania 13, 23, or 24? Because that's the only Mania he's won belts. He's won the world title at.
I think it was 2000. I think it was WrestleMania 24.
Oh yeah, against Edge.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
that'll once you because remember 24 he beat Edge, 23 he beat Batista, and the 13 he beat Psycho.
Knowing that the Edge had to try to come in and help Edge, I don't think it worked.
Oh, how could we forget this one? Kane beating Chavo Guerrero in less than 10 seconds.
How about this? The Rock beating Eric Rowan in 6 seconds, WrestleMania 32.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what's another one? Rey Mysterio beating JBL in 25 seconds. Sheamus beating Daniel Bryan 18 seconds, WrestleMania 28.
Oh, I cannot believe I didn't mention this. My favorite Hell in a Cell match of all time, the end of an era, Undertaker and Triple H.
Oh,
I almost forgot about that.
Oh, the end of an era?
That's what they call it. Yeah,
that's a great.
Oh, man, that was really good.
My favorite. Oh, here's another good match at WrestleMania. CM Punk and Chris Jericho 28.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good match.
Triple H and Lesnar 29, could have been better. It wasn't terrible, though.
Undertaker and CM Punk, WrestleMania 29, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I almost forgot about those great moments. How can I forget those?
Undertaker defeating Kane at WrestleMania 14.
Yeah.
That was way better than their WrestleMania 20 match, in my opinion.
But I will say this real quick, since it has something to do with WrestleMania. I'd much rather watch the Undertaker Kane match at 20 than the streak ending.
Yeah, no offense, but...
Oh, this is more of a funny thing. I don't know why I just love this match. It's funny. Michael Cole and Terry the King Lawler at WrestleMania 27.
Wait, WrestleMania 30, I don't know if we talked about this. Daniel Bryan defeating Batista and Randy Orton at Triple Threat match.
Oh, I mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
I mentioned how you beat Evolution /
Oh, and then Triple H was gonna supposedly in the yes moment, and what did he do at WrestleMania 30?
Oh,
Get beat by Daniel Bryan.
We forgot about that one. Him and Triple H 1-on-1.
That's my favorite Daniel Bryan match of all time. No offense, but
Bret Hart, Owen Hart, WrestleMania 10 was really good.
Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon WrestleMania 10 for the 2 Intercontinental titles.
Yeah,
that was a good ladder match.
Then the Hollywood backstage brawl between Goldust and Roddy Piper, that was a good one.
A triangle ladder match at WrestleMania 16.
Yeah, 2000/2000. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I don't get why they call it 2000. Heath will know this match: Undertaker and Triple H at WrestleMania 17.
Oh yeah.
How about this? WrestleMania 17,
yeah.
WrestleMania 27, WrestleMania 28. Undertaker, Triple H, and Triple H failed all 3 times.
Oh,
no offense, but I'm sorry.
I don't think we mentioned much from Wrestlers Mania. Even though this was short, I'm still glad we got to see it. Undertaker, John Cena,
Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Great debut for Ronda Rousey. Congratulations to her.
Yeah, great debut.
Wow.
What's another good? Oh, probably you know I was excited for this match, Nate. Charlotte and Asuka. I was absolutely ready for that.
The Hardy Boys returning at WrestleMania 33.
Oh, good one.
Man, I didn't think we knew that.
Seth Rollins, winning their title, beating Finn Balor, in the Miz in a great triple threat match.
Oh, the embarrassing moment of WrestleMania 33 when Triple H got beat by his own move with Seth Rollins. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was a good one. Oh, I guess we sort of got to mention this, even though I really don't want to. Santina Marella winning the Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal.
Oh my god.
WrestleMania 25.
That was a great moment.
Oh. So trying to think.
Roman Reigns defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 32 and winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good match.
Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels and Mick Foley returning in that same show against the League of Nations. Oh, me and Heath actually watched that a few weeks ago, that moment at WrestleMania 32 where they returned.
Yeah. That's when Shawn Michaels wasn't bald. No offense. But
yeah. So what do you think? Is that about it, guys? For the most part?
I can't think of any other good WrestleMania moments. I mean,
have we mentioned pretty much all the good ones now?
I'm trying to think of.
I did like that match between Rey Mysterio and CM Punk at WrestleMania 26, where Rey Mysterio had the Avatar attire. That's pretty cool.
I thought that the 1990. Let's see. I think it was that 13 when Undertaker faced King Kong Bundy.
No, that was WrestleMania 11.
Oh, that was WrestleMania 11.
Even though I don't like this guy, I will congratulate Jack Swagger at WrestleMania 26 on winning his first Money in the Bank ladder match. I will congratulate him, even though I don't like him that much.
But don't you remember when Ted DiBiase and them took an urn away from Paul Bearer and stuff?
That was a decent match. The Shield versus Big Show, Randy Orton and Sheamus.
Yeah,
that was okay.
And then John Cena beating Batista for David title. Well, that's another great title win at WrestleMania. John Cena beating Batista, and then Bret Hart beating the hell out of Mr. McMahon at that same show, and then
Triple H and Sheamus WrestleMania 26. That was okay.
Yeah.
Triple threat match between Legacy, Randy Orton, Teddy DiBiase, and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was an okay one. But yeah, I mean, I think that sums it up. I can't really think of any other moments, Yeah, I think we covered all of them.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah.
Right. Unless there's a WrestleMania I haven't watched, I just forgot about, or.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any I remember from the past.
I think WrestleMania 9 when Hulk Hogan defeated Yokozuna.
I mentioned that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like, there's other stuff I can think of, but they're just not, like, really too, like, great to like...
Yeah, like Macho Man and Ric Flair, WrestleMania 8. That match is okay.
Oh, Undertaker versus Great White. I thought that was a pretty good match.
When he came back to redeem himself at the string ended. Yeah,
that was really good. Pretty good.
Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton for the WWE title, WrestleMania 33.
No offense, let's not go there.
And that match could have been Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. I thought that was a pretty good one.
I sort of mentioned that when he lost to Roman Reigns. So
I will say this. I will give credit to last year's WrestleMania. Even though Brock Lesnar defeated Roman Reigns is one tough survivor, kicking out of 5 F5s. I don't know. I just think Roman Reigns should have won it though, because he's worked his butt off for the WWE, doing everything he can to get to that moment, and it just gets stripped away from him. So
so I'm going to skim through all the WrestleManias in my head real quick to see if I miss anything.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan returning in a tag team match with Shane McMahon to take on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Oh, yeah, that was a good match.
Woke and Matt Hardy winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I will say that everybody in that match got deleted.
Yeah, Cesaro winning the first ever one of WrestleMania 30. That was the first ever one. That was memorable.
And then Baron Corbin won the one at WrestleMania 32, WrestleMania 33, Mojo Rawley, and then